Hey guys, so it is the start of a new weekly vlog, and it is Monday, June 21st, and I'm tired. It was a weird middle time of working, but it is my last week, for the most part, it's my last week working full time. I technically still have like the last of my full time schedule, Friday and Saturday, but um yeah, so that was that. And I'm recovering from that. So I'm tired. But thoughts, ideas, things rummaging around the arc for the week, what is happening? First of all, this is the week that my husband starts his new job. And as I alluded to just right now, I am cutting back on my hours. Now, I'm doing this for two reasons. Reason number one, which is the main reason, is that as you watch my channel for a while, my father is sick. He has a condition that is part autoimmune, part neurological, um, kind of thing. And his treatments are helping him, but he's also not getting better, and he's not really going to be getting better. That is the reality in life that we have to live with, but he needs more help. And I do have other siblings, but my other sister has recently moved to the biggest city we have in our state. She's in Phoenix now, creating for a better job and a life up there that she wants to create with a new boyfriend. And she's on her own path. So she isn't here to help. My baby brother is also has a great opportunity for a new job that's going to get him lots of money, training on skills, and he'll get to travel around the country and work for and not for military contracts, doing um, like machine shop kind of stuff. So, and that's good for him. He's had a lot of struggles, and this is great for him. And I'm excited. I'm excited that he's leaving just in general because he's going to be the one the farthest away, and he's the one that I'm most closest to as the oldest, and he's the baby. But I'm excited for him. My older, the oldest brother, who's younger than me. It's always weird to say. He's still gonna be here as of now, as of plans currently of recording this. But he has constantly had problems with his job, which is none of his fault. It's usually just the careers that he's interested in are not necessarily very stable jobs, especially with the pandemic. He had just gotten a really, 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 really great job that he enjoyed, and he was happy for the first time in a really long time. And then he got laid off. So, uh, right now, what he's doing, uh, if he doesn't work, he doesn't get paid. And I I can't expect him to just drop things constantly at the drop of a hat. When I need him, when something happens, every so often, that's great. He can come and help, and that's good. Or if I plan something in advance with him, that's great. but he's not in a position to be there continuously. So that leaves me, because my dad is not sick enough plus stubborn enough to get outside help. Plus, as someone who has a medical background, I feel like I would be better at caring for him. Plus, he'd actually listen to me versus somebody else where he would be tending to fight with and argue with, or someone may not understand him. Um, so I am cutting down for him to care and help him. There are a lot of things that he really shouldn't be doing that he still does out of necessity, that I have told him that I can take over or we can share, because I don't want to take whatever independence he has away. That would be the worst situation and would not help his mental health. Because as anybody who has chronic illness, who has any kind of illness in general will know, um, your mental health is a constant challenge for multiple reasons. And I don't want him to have to deal with that when it's not necessary. If I can be there as a backup, if I can be there as like a chaperone, and he can still do his thing, then I'm fine with that, because I'm there for the emergency that happens and take over the situation. Um, I just need to be there. So I'm taking off for that. I'm also going to take advantage of the situation of, there'll be days where he hardly is going to need me, but I'm still going to be available throughout the day, or where I'm only going to need to, take my mom to work and pick her up. So that leaves the whole middle part of the day for me, because my dad's just going to stay home or sleep or rest, or he's not going to really need me, like I said again. So I can be here doing the writing, doing this, um, other things for like this business I'm trying to figure out and do. So I'm taking advantage of that. The fact that I will have more time to create this career that as a creator of stories that I'm trying to do. So that's the second reason I'm going to take advantage, because as of now, I say contract, but it's not really a contract, but contractually only required to work uh, once a week, I believe is what it is that we had discussed. But I already planned to work once a week because I still need to bring in some income, because I'm not making money from this just yet, in order for us to keep our apartment and everything. Though my husband, like I said, just started a new job, he's going to be making more. And I'm not 100% sure how that's going to balance the bills. So there's an experimental process that we have to deal with too, because by cutting down on hours, I'm losing insurance and going on to his, which is why we waited for him to get a new job, because insurance transition has to be during a certain time. That wouldn't be till the end of the year. So that all translates pretty much to next month being a whole month pretty much of experimentation. So this week he will continue to be working on an evening shift, but this week he's going to be available during or working during the week because of orientation, or during the day for the week because of orientation. So I'm going to use that as a pull to help me continue to wake up early. I have been doing night shift at the hospital for a very long time. I at least have been doing it for 3 years, 3.5 years. Because when I was in nursing school, I was going back and forth, which was not healthy, because I pretty much was like sleeping 3 hours a day for the most part, and getting like 30-second naps in like the library in the car and stuff. Um, so that that existence doesn't count as a schedule. But so I'm gonna use it as a pull. I've been slowly waking up early. I've been commenting on the fact that the last couple weeks that I've been waking up early, or that earlier I was awake and did this. That's me slowly waking up like an hour early for a week, and then like another hour early after that. So I'm gonna use this because he has to wake up really early, and I can at least wake up like maybe when he leaves if I don't wake up with him this week, which will be a huge kickoff to this because it's gonna be many hours ahead of where I'm hoping to wake up, if that makes sense. So there's that. Also in the coming month, I'm only gonna be working a day, a schedule, or a work day and maybe a half for most of July, again as an experiment. Because what I'm also going to do, which I guess is an announcement of what's going to happen in Nano, and I'll probably reiterate this again later. Um, I'm going to be streaming every day in July. I've already pre-set up scheduled. I actually think I may have mentioned this in the last update. Um, or did I mention it in a live stream? I don't even remember. But I'm gonna be live streaming every day in July that I don't have to work a full schedule, which is pretty much Saturday. There'll be no live streams on Saturdays. And I'm doing that for two reasons. One is that I don't want to daily vlog because I don't want to have to edit. Because if you have already watched this channel for a while, you know that I love making videos. I just don't like editing the videos because it's a lot of work and I don't even do that much. So there's that. Second is that I want to build my Twitch account and community and stream right now because that is going to be the easiest way for me to get monetized, because YouTube has their requirements are very high and it's going to take a while to attain them versus Twitch, which is still they have two tiers, which is helpful, and their first tier is high, but it's obtainable. It's a realistic goal. And then the second tier, which is the highest tier you can get, is very, very high. And really, the people who get that deserve it because they've worked very, very hard. So I want to do that because I do want to start making money and bringing in money for this because I do put in a lot. I've bought a lot of equipment in the last year. I want to buy more and better equipment. And yeah, so that's why it's on Twitch. Though I'm going to be going back and forth anyways. Like one day will be YouTube, one day will be Twitch, one day will be YouTube, one day will be Twitch. But the idea about the live streaming is A, I don't have to edit, and B, I can build the Twitch community. So, there's that. Now, what might change is at the end, as the month ends and I get the checks coming in for my husband's job, if I realize we are short, because by cutting down of work, I'm actually going to get a real raise for the first time in a long time. That's why I'm hoping it will level out and I won't have to work at the hospital as much. And we will still make a decent amount of money. So, what am I saying? At the end of the month, if I'm realizing that we're struggling and it's not realistic for me to only work a day and a half or just a day, then I might cancel Friday streams like for the last week or last 2 weeks or something like that, so that I can work um, longer on Friday. But we will see what happens, because I also am needing to be available to bring my mom home on Fridays. So yeah, that's a thing. But yeah, so next month is going to be a lot of experimentation. A lot of things are happening that I'm hoping are positive. I also hope is positive because I'll insert either the picture or the video clip I made. Not that I've listened to it yet, but at my parents' house, they have some feathery friends that have just appeared. Some great horned owls. Well, my husband thinks they're great horned owls, and he's my animal expert. So I'm gonna just say yes, they are. If you see the clip, either before this or after this, and you think they're a different owl, let me know. Context: we live in southern Arizona, so
This was just chilling at my parents' house, actually on the floor, and I spooked him by driving around. And now he's just chilling on the fence. Yep. I think it's a great horned owl? I don't even know. But owls are supposed to be my spirit animal. And owls are a symbol of change. So I feel like this reinforces the change that is happening in my life.
owls are my. I mentioned this in the clip. If you watch the clip, but I'll say it again, just in case I do the picture. Owls are my spirit animal, according to a test I did, but whatever. I've gotten owl multiple times. So they are my spirit animal, and they are a symbol of death, but it's not like death, you die. It's death of one life for another, or of a situation for another. They're pretty much like the bringer of transition. When you see an owl, it means that the change that's happening in your life is the right one, or something is going to change in your life. So I feel like the fact that I saw an owl, and actually the next day that went back to my parents for something else um, with my husband, and that's the day he saw the owls. There were actually two. So I feel like it's an even bigger sign from the universe that this is I'm making the right choices. I still have to remember to not barrel through things because my brain has too many ideas. Um, but I feel positive in the direction that I am going. Um, there is a third side note reason of also why I'm doing this. Uh, I I don't think I can be as extreme as my middle brother, the one that's still staying here. He reacted to a lot of our family getting sick to me very radically. He's a very tall young man, and he's always been husky, but very like buff, strong. Worked out a lot. He was in sports, captain of the football team, stuff like that. Um, he he went on a crazy like life. I shouldn't say crazy. It just felt very dramatic. Life changed because he didn't want to get sick. He wanted to live longer. He wanted to be there for my dad and his mom, and to help me when I need him with our dad. And he went vegan. He lost a huge amount of weight. It's still jarring to see him sometimes because he looks to me like he's sick, because he's been husky-esque. Like, he's not. I mean, there was a time where he was overweight and like husky in an unhealthy way, but before he went on this diet, he wasn't unhealthy. He was just a big guy, and he still has some muscle mass. he's just not as buff as he was. And he's lost a lot of body mass, which is just jarring to me. Um, but he had a point about, and I've had people tell me this multiple times because I'm really bad at taking care of myself, that I can't take care of others if I don't take care of myself. And I could not stay healthy, manage everything while I worked full time. I can't sleep enough. And then when I'm tired or I'm stressed, I can't healthily handle my husband and his stuff that he has with his OCD and his anxiety. I don't have patience. And then I tend to compensate for stressful situations with food. And I'm not ashamed of being the size that I am, but I have always wanted to be healthier, not wanting to lose weight to look good. Um, I have just wanted to lose weight to be healthy because I don't want to be very sick. And I have recently had to go on another medication for health problems that my doctor just finally decided that she was done hearing my excuses and told me straight, because I have those doctors. I don't mind the hard talk. Just, you know, tell it to me straight. And she slapped me down, and I was like, fine. Uh, so I also took this time because I need to go back to eating healthy. And there was a point where I stopped really trying to cook. Even in the crock pot, I used it as an excuse. And I need to get back on, which I have, eating healthy, trying again. I have a lot of ideas that I want to go back to doing when I was sort of losing weight. So there's that. I also need to start working out again, because I don't want to get very sick. I know that there's realities based on my genetics and where I'm currently at in life anyways, that I'm gonna get, if I lose enough weight and get healthy enough that some of my things go away, they're most likely gonna come back. But I can hold things off. And that's where I want to get. I want to get to a healthy lifestyle that's manageable, that's realistic, and that I'm happy with. And what weight I lose will hopefully be good, because I'm also hurting myself, not just for my health conditions, but my body hurts a lot. And I know a lot of it is my weight, not just my job. So there's a lot of those that are contributing to the change that is now happening, that I've been slowly hinting at. I just haven't really wanted to full blown go all out and say anything, just in case things happen, because I had said I was getting another job, and I regret being honest, because that didn't happen, and I realized that wasn't a smart choice. This was the choice that needed to be made. So that's that. That's what next month is going to look like. And then next month, after the experiment, pretty much, and figuring out what's going to happen, August should be a much more settled month and life for how the rest of at least the year is probably going to go. Now, after all these catch-ups and announcements and explanations, what am I going to do for today? Today, I actually just heard my husband get home from orientation. I'm going to check in with him, find out how his day went. And then I am going to double check everything and check my setup, because I need to plan for all the live streams for July, So I need to make sure everything's set up with that. Get finish creating thumbnails and set those up. And set up the rest of what my schedule is going to look like for that month. And I also need to do budget stuff. I think I'm just going to make today all of that. Plus, I do have a live stream at 9:30. It's going to be a writing sprint. I want to make a page on my Streamlabs so that I can use Streamlabs for writing when I do Twitch. Because there are going to be days where I'm doing a writing sprint and a gaming stream that on the same day. And I think what would be better is that if I have the ability to have a page on the Streamlabs for writing, and then I can just transition to the next screen for gaming versus have to log off and just take it like a break for an hour, hope people come back and do a game. So instead of that, be able to just transition back and forth quickly and maybe take like a 15-minute break to like go to the bathroom, get some more water or something, and then come back and do the next part. I think that makes more logic sense in retaining views and retaining people's interest. So I'm going to experiment with that today too. Hopefully I get time to do that. So today's going to be much more like business stuff, orientation. And then tomorrow I'm hoping, like I said, I'll hopefully wake up early and I'll get more stuff done. Though my father does need me tomorrow, so some of tomorrow will also be running some errands and dealing with whatever he needs to do, which is what is going to be how most days work. So a lot of vlog entries might end up being like, oh, this is how the day's going to be. Might end up being car entries or like in random places or maybe even at my parents' house, because I will try to do it at the beginning of the day. But yeah, so we'll see how that works. But yeah, so very business oriented day plus stream. That's what the plans are today. And yeah, so I will see you tomorrow and I will let you know what I got done, how the stream went, and what the plans will be. Great. Okay. Hello. So it is, I was about to say Monday, Tuesday, June 22nd. It is very early. I am slightly tired. So, I was able to get most of the schedule stuff done. The hard part is that I set up the schedule for the website to look a certain way, and then Canva has the option to resize things based off of what you have right now. Now, for Twitter, it's not as big of a change because the Twitter picture is still very like rectangular. Instagram is not. Instagram is like a square. So it tends to mess up my formatting greatly. And I usually have to reformat and situate everything. And I forget that. I forget that every single time. Every single time. So that took up the rest of my existence, was reformatting the Instagram schedule. And then I also finished making all the thumbnails for all the July YouTube streams. So that's good. I still have one that's floating in the wind, only because I'm waiting for my friend to get back to me to confirm if yes, she is going to stream with me or not. But if she's going to stream, the one she said she was willing to do was going to be later in the day. I mean, later in the month. So she has time, and I can always re-upload a new thumbnail with her picture and stuff. And then actually, Miguel, because at this point the picture's already up. I'm streaming with Miguel on the first to kick off camp. He came to the live stream last night and said that he was going to try and do a live stream at some point in July, like mid-July, he said, with a bunch of other author tubers. So kind of like what we do for the Warlord Readathon. I wanted to know if I was interested, and I said, yeah, I was interested. Just, to let me know in advance, and I will cancel a stream to do that, or I can always add on an extra stream on top of it. So yeah, so I'm excited. I have some things lined up. This is what I wanted to like make friends and have these things happening, because as much as I love my girlfriend, who I haven't seen in a long time, though we do text occasionally, we do definitely have that friendship where and I feel like I have a lot of these kinds of friendships where we will talk and then we won't talk for a long time, and then we will come back together and it will be like we just talked yesterday, which is a great, people idealize that kind of relationship. But she is not like an art writer person. She has a degree in math, or math adjacent, something like that. And I understand a lot of theory of math, but I am not a math person. So I can go in on the jokes because I am nerd, but that's the extent. And then we have other like nerdy things that we both enjoy. But she's not a writer, and it's great to have someone to talk to that understands writing. In at the level that I am, and then what I aspire to see, or even to help get to where I'm at, which isn't a very great high level, but I enjoy that because I can talk to like my parents, my husband, my sister. Like I could talk to my family, but they don't understand. My dad even admitted that part of the reason why he doesn't watch my vlogs is because he doesn't understand what I'm saying. He doesn't understand what I'm talking about, what I'm referencing, and yeah. And I don't know how my mom feels. I think she just watches it to just support me, which I appreciate. I appreciate the view, but it's different to be able to talk to people and them understand what you're going through, and how you feel. So, perks, benefits. Now, today, um, today I'm in the midst of doing the laundry, and then after I do the laundry, I have to, depending on how my dad feels by the time I'm done, because he wants me to get the laundry done, because he's a super caring dad and wants to put himself last. But battles, choose your battles. So as long as it's not too late and he feels okay, I have to go and get him, and we have to run an errand and do some things. So the rough plan for today is I personally need to check our life budget, and then I am going to put in my calendar the Twitch streams so that it will finally show up on Twitch, because my Google Calendar is attached to my Twitch, because I don't like their scheduling system, because I can't individually plan streams. It plans it on like a weekly basis, and I don't like that. Especially right now when I'm experimenting. But I would like to have a schedule on there, so that people can see it if they should go. I advertise my website and stuff, but if people don't go there and want to see a schedule, I want that to be available to people. So I gotta set that up, because I strategically waited because I didn't want people to see it if I decided to change. So I'm gonna put that up, and then after that, I need to edit last week's vlog to get that set up and ready to go. So I think that's all I'm gonna plan for, is to do personal stuff, which includes the laundry, checking on where I'm at in bills. So I think I have to pay something, but I don't remember, so I have to look. Uh, and then business stuff, schedule for Twitch, and um, edit vlog. That's what's going to be today. Now, if I get more done today than that, because that's the thing with my father, my dad is short, and I can come back quickly, then great. If not, then it doesn't happen, which is fine. It's okay. If I can at least get those two things done, that would be great. And editing the vlog doesn't necessarily mean I do like edit ready for it to upload. I just want to compile it and maybe listen through it once and do the initial edit and put the markers down for the days, and then I can go back and make sure it sounds good, the transitions are good, and the music is in tomorrow. So, because again, I'm gonna have another day by myself. I plan to go to my parents tomorrow early, and I help my dad get cleaned up that day, and yeah. So, and then go to the store when my husband comes home. I'd much rather go to the store with him than go by myself. I don't like going to the store by myself. A, I'm short, and B, I have a very bad habit of buying things that we do not need, because I'm like, but we have money. I am that person. I'm very bad. I always come home with things that were not on the grocery list, even though I make the list. And my husband like looks at it and is like, "Yeah, we're not missing anything," and like approve the list. We're like, "Okay, this is what we're doing." And I do the list on Walmart so I can see like the price. And if there is price left over from our budget, somehow every time I will rationalize and I'm like, well, we need this, or I want this. If we have a little bit extra money, and and I always end up with more things if I go by myself. If my husband comes with me, we stick on the budget, or we make the rational decision of like, I don't want to cook, or we don't want to um, eat what's at home, and like we buy like food to eat, which is usually, yeah, tomorrow I should get more things done because I will have all morning to get stuff done, mostly interrupted. And then the afternoon and evening will most likely just be like errands, family stuff, hanging out with my husband. I probably won't do any work in the afternoon, just in the morning. Um, yeah, okay. Rambles. I'm gonna go because I'm set on a timer. And I would like to at least set everything up, even if I don't start it. So I will see you tomorrow for an update of how today went, and for sure plans tomorrow morning. Bye. Hey, so it is Wednesday, June 23rd, car update. Um, it's not early like I wanted it to be. Um, it's not probably as late as you think either because it's actually cloudy. Apparently, the monsoon season's coming early. Uh, which why not? It got super hot early. So you know that you live in. I mean, I don't know if this happens in places that are hot because humidity adds to it, but here, if you don't live in like like a city or a town that has like controlled water, but you live in an area that has like independent or local water, you know it's hot because you turn on the cold water and the water's just hot. And even then, my shower does this, where my sink doesn't. It will turn on cold. My shower will do this. We'll have to turn on the water, and it will just be hot instead of cool or cold. So yeah, and that's how I grew up too, because we just had a family well. So it was like we controlled the water. Pipes were as low as however they had been dug as deep, and it's hot, and your water just comes out hot. You don't have cold water in the summer. Um, but so I did something that I've sort of done before, but not really. I I got distracted by reading. I have not sat down and like in read and got deep into a book in a long time. I have a tablet now that I use as an e-reader, but I tend to read while I'm driving. But my husband isn't great with, not that I'm great with directions either, but I usually know where we're going, at least from me driving. So I usually am interrupted at some point because I'm giving directions, or I just, for whatever reason, don't have the time to read or don't make the time to read. Um, but since putting up the bookshelves, and I don't know if it's a mindset change with work, and it could also have been because I found a new comic also this morning. I was like, the way I started reading yesterday, I was like, I just want to read a little bit. Why don't I've been in the middle, not even in the middle, just a little bit at the beginning of this book in this series called The Others by Annie Bishop that I greatly loved, greatly, and I haven't finished the book. I started reading it yesterday while I was updating my laptop again, or like not my laptop in general, but like the antivirus needed to like restart for whatever reason. So I read while it did that, and then stopped to do work. And this morning I was like, well, I'll read while I eat. Well, past me would have been like, no, that's a bad idea. But current me forgot that it's a bad idea to do that because I started reading and reading and getting excited, and I was just like, oh my gosh, I love these characters. I love this story. I remember this, and for context, I just had an emotional experience watching the latest version of Fruits Basket, and I have read the whole series. Um, but I rewatched. Uh, I'm rewatching, well, reliving the story, whatever, by rewatching the new series. So that could have also been tied in to my emotional attachment to the show. And yeah, I ended up, instead of eating, getting showered and getting going, go to the pharmacy and do my stuff for my dad, and coming home at least by lunchtime, which was my plan. No, I spent the whole morning reading. I just got lost in my book. And not even 100% lost, because I kept being consciously aware, like the videos that I was playing on my phone stopped, and then I'd find something else to play because I am that person that needs to have noise in the background. I can't have complete silence. And I stopped to check the time a couple of times, and I was like, okay, I'll stop after this. I'll stop after this chapter and after this chapter. And I lost track of time, of when chapters ended. And it felt like such a great and rejuvenating experience to just get lost in a book again. Just get lost in a book. And I don't know if it's because it's book. Well, I mean, I've done this with audiobooks too, where I want to just keep listening, but I haven't had that experience yet with an e-reader. I don't know if it's because I haven't fully loved something I'm reading or why. Because I have 3 books I'm reading on that. A novella, 2 novellas, and a novel. And I enjoy all of them. I just don't know if it's because I haven't like deeply fallen in love with any of those stories or what's wrong with that, or if it's just because it's an e-reader. But which I feel like is not the case because I can deeply fall in love with a comic strip that I read on my phone or on the tablet and like get lost. But I don't know. The experience was so wonderful and it felt just like when I was younger and I loved it. Problem is I was like, okay, I need to get stuff done. So I put on an alarm for 1 o'clock and I was like, I'm forcing myself to stop. Well, the problem is that while I was trying to read for that last hour, my husband went on lunch, was texting me, so he was distracting me. My mom texted me a little bit and was distracting me. And then finally I got up to use the restroom and she called me and my alarm hadn't gone off yet. And it went off while I was talking to her or like right before I was talking to her actually. And when we talked and I was just like, I didn't get to end in a good spot. So I was like, okay, I need to finish the chapter. Then I got lost for probably like another hour, 45 minutes. And then my dad texted me and was like, when are you coming? And I was like, oh no. So I had to like stop, get in the shower, get going, do the things he needed me to do. I'm now at the house, as you can tell. And yeah, so that was not, I mean, I shouldn't say that. I guess it is a productive morning. I just not in the way I planned. But yesterday I put all the stuff for Twitch in the calendar. I um confirmed the schedule, all the posts and everything. Uh, and then I downloaded all the videos from my phone, and then I made a thumbnail for the vlog and put the vlog convoluted the vlog into the video program thing. And while it was being a pain in the butt, I went back to my story because I hadn't stopped where I kind of wanted to. I stopped at like, oh, okay, I could leave it, but I kind of wanted to keep going at the same time because it wasn't like at a scene break really. And so I was like, I'll write some while I wait for the program to stop being a butthead. Because I don't know if it's my memory or my storage or what, but sometimes the Adobe just doesn't like to run on my laptop. And I just fell into my story yesterday, and at some point I just gave up on the video, and I was like, I'm my goal had been to just put it up and tag it. I didn't tag it, but I had got it together, so I did most of that goal. But I ended up just finishing the scene, which ended up being at the end of the chapter. And I didn't end it the way I thought I was going to end it, but I ended it where it needed to end so that the next chapter can open up to what I thought I was going to end at. And I think that flows better. And I felt better about ending that because I wrote and then I stopped. My husband came home and we had dinner, and then I went back to write for a little bit. And he actually fell asleep on accident. He had meant to do some stuff. So after I was done, he woke up, did some chores before we went to bed, and I read this book about Aztec mythology that I'm trying to read, and then we went to sleep. So probably not as productive as I could have been, especially because I didn't leave anywhere because I left today. But it's okay. I don't need to go on all cylinders all the time. And I'm off Sunday. I'm not going to work Sunday. So that gives me some time. And I'm prepping for a whole month where I'm going to be live every day. So I think it's fine. I think it's fine. We're fine. Everything is fine. Everything will be fine. So yeah, I'm going to go into the house and do what I need to do, plus eat a very late lunch. All right, bye. Hey guys, so it is June 24th, Thursday, and it's late again. Not as late as last time. Well, actually, no, it is. I don't know. Okay, so, uh, I finished my book. Not that that's here to hear. I did no work yesterday. I resigned to, well, no, I put everything together, and that was it. That was it. I just read. I just read. Yeah. And it felt good, and I was so excited, and I finished the book, and I truly love this series, and I really, in my review on Storygraph, that's what I put, that I had put the book down for reasons, and then I just recently picked it back up, and I finished it in like 2.5 days, or however long it was that I read this book, and it attracted me, it enticed me. I love this story, and I only have 2 books. I own the next one. I don't own the last one. I'm going to have to buy it. But yeah, I just love it, and it is, for reference, I'll put up the copy I'm reading right now, but it's backwards, I know, but it's Annie Bishop and the other series. I'm reading Marked in Flesh, which is the second to last one in her original, and then she has like a second series set in that world, but it doesn't follow the characters from this book right now. So yeah, if you like alternative universes, where sort of like were creatures, but not were creatures, like sort of were creatures, like shifters, and yeah, I would say I would read this. It's an urban fantasy. It's amazing. Also, if you love slow burns, she is, I mean, I haven't read any of her other stuff, but in this series, you are queen of slow burn. I have not wanted to take the 2 main characters more in any other series than in this one, and just like shove their faces together and just effing kiss already. And this is an adult book. So, you like slow burns, you like shifters, you like alternative universes, this is the book for you. To preface that, not that I, based on like my content before, I don't think anyone would be watching me if they are. But if for whatever reason you have stumbled upon this vlog and are hearing me rant and like drool at the mouth for this series, if you are a white elitist, you will not like this book. Because in this alternative universe, you are not the top of the food chain, literally and figuratively. So yeah. And the way in this book series was written a while ago, but reading it now, or getting back into it now in the climate that we're in right now, the perspective is interesting. It's very, very interesting. And if anyone else has read this series, don't spell the last 2 books for me. But, because I'm reading the second to last one. I haven't read the last one, obviously. But, let me know what you think, because this perspective is interesting. So yeah. But, okay. So, I finished the book today. I spent the whole morning reading again because I had no self-control, and I was like, nope, I'm gonna do work. I'm gonna do work. I'm going to put this down and do work. And then I realized I was almost done with the book, and I couldn't put it down and do work. I needed to finish the book. So that was said problem. So I finished the book at like 1 or something like that. So I pretty much took all morning. So now I'm here. I have a computer up. I have a program up. I'm going to try and finish editing this vlog. Well, I can't try. I have to finish editing this vlog today and get it uploaded today. I'll probably upload it after the live stream, but I need to get that done. If I don't get the writing video done, oh, my hair. That's fine. It's not the end of the world. If I don't get the gaming video up, I want to, but it's fine. It's fine if I don't. But yeah, I might just throw up like the Star Wars or something for random context reason, in the sense of like versus like the older brother, where like I'm curating. Is that the right word? I'm shaping it more. The Star Wars and the Minecraft, I can just throw up. I can even just make a random thumbnail and just use it for each one. But I need to do vlog first, because vlog is priority always. And then I will do the older brother challenge video if I have time. I might not. We'll see. My husband is picking up food and putting gas in the car and on his way home. So we'll see what happens. I have the stream at 9:30. Yeah. And that will go till 11 something. Yeah. So we'll see. Okay. And yeah, I will try to do an ending clip. If not, I'll just do one when I'm not working, like I tend to do, it seems like. Okay, I'm gonna go so I can do work and get myself something to drink. I'll see you later. Hopefully with news that I'm productive. If not, I'm gonna have to head the next book, because I already started reading it. And I just want to sit and read it. Okay, bye.